Happy New Year's Eve or Happy New Year's, depending on when you are watching this video. So the history about New Year's Eve and New Year's, it first originated with the Babylonians that would make deals with their gods to bestow some form of favor or blessing upon them. Later on, Julius Caesar formed the calendar that we now use today. The month that we celebrate New Year's is in January. So January is named after the goddess Janus. She is a two-faced deity that governed doorways and arches and had the ability to look both ways, forward into the future and backwards into the previous year. The Romans would offer sacrifices to her. Fast forward to the Americas, where enslaved people would spend New Year's Eve wondering if their family members or themselves would be sold to settle the debts of their masters. It's known as Heartbreak Day. Now, some of you may know about this if you ever have gathered in a church praising and singing on New Year's Eve, also known as Freedom's Eve or either Watch Night. This celebration is connected to the emancipation of enslaved people. The previous night on New Year's Eve, they would spend all night singing and praising, waiting patiently and eagerly for the word from Abraham Lincoln to know if they were freed. The following day, on January 1st, 1863, they were emancipated. And this number reduces down to the number of 7. The number of Jubilee is also known as the Day of Jubilee, is freedom, emancipation. A little esoteric note here. Being that this is a holiday that's connected to a two-faced deity, and that deity required some form of sacrifice. Fast forward to the Americas, where enslaved people were being sacrificed in many different ways. When the emancipation came through, the number of 7, we are also heading to another number of 7, which is another layer of freedom. This is another activation point for those that have been disadvantaged, whether your incarnate race or ethnicity, that you can utilize to bring in more generational freedom. While you're celebrating New Year's and making your New Year's resolutions, think about ways of how you can honor your ancestors as well as activate more freedom in your life. Some things to think about. That New Year's Eve and New Year's are connected to a goddess in ancient cultures. So when we are celebrating these holidays, think about some of the history and think about if that really resonates with you. Not saying that it's wrong or that it's right. That's your personal decision.